Okay, we're recording. Um, yeah, hello. I'm Obsidian. Uh, just your friendly neighborhood girl, I guess. I don't know. Just trying to live. I normally don't record much. As you can see, I've only uploaded like one extra thing besides this. And I want to do a little bit of a thing where I do a little bit of just a Yap session while playing games I enjoy. And today I'm just gonna play the only game that I've uploaded on the channel, which is just Roblox Rivals. And this is just going to be a plain raw recording of me just talking about me, who I am, and things I like to do. Yeah, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what I want to do, and that's kind of what this whole thing is going to be about. So yeah, I'm just going to start playing and just going to start talking about me. I won't play ranked. I'm just going to play casuals. So, who am I? I'm Obsidian. I don't plan on saying my actual name for a good while, nor do I plan on doing anything else like of that sort of matter. But I'm just someone who enjoys playing games. I enjoy what I do. I play games. I like music. I listen to everything. I do a little bit of everything. You know, just your normal person. Um, I don't know. I'm not. You can tell this is a raw recording, but yeah, I enjoy music. I from time to time I do make music. I write something, or 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 what is it? I like write music, or actually like upload it, make a beat or something. I'm really rusty right now, but yeah, I just like to do things. Music is kind of a big passion of mine. I've loved music for a good while, and I don't think that's a passion that'll die out anytime soon. That's not a passion that'll die anytime soon. This guy's kind of mean. But yeah. Well, as you can see, I'm kind of trash at this game, but I'm just playing to have fun and just playing to talk. So yeah. Um, I love music. I love animation's another passion of mine that I really love. I love animation. I love drawing. Drawing's another big passion of mine. Uh, I hope to do production things more later in the future. But yeah. That's some horrible decision making. That's some horrible decision making at the moment. I don't know what homie's doing. Sure. But I hope to later in the future be able to do something production wise, such as do my own animations or draw for you guys. That's something that I hope to do. I'm not nowhere near confident enough at this point in time to do things like that just plainly. I just it's just a slow burning thing where it's like it's a big little passion of mine. Also like that's why I kind of dug into like the rabbit hole of like things like anime and things like that. So a bunch of things that I love to do. I have very big interests. My family has big interests in other things too. It's such thing as why I'm also interested in music. And that's kind of where I hope this all to dive down. I want to make this a kind of regular thing where I get to record and just talk and just do a raw recording of me talking and recording like a game that I enjoy playing. Like hopefully later in the future I'm able to record other games that I enjoy playing, kind of like Geometry Dash and all things like that that I just enjoy doing. So I'll talk more about me. Art is something that I've enjoyed doing since I was very young. I was like think it was like 8 when I started kind of like drawing little things. I was drawing things like tanks, things like that. It was very fun. And later, when I was like around 10 or 12, I enjoyed fantasy a lot. Fantasy was a big inspiration of mine. And I like drawing things like dragons, things like that. It was very fun for me. And after that, I had kind of like a little point where I was in and out of drawing. A consistent thing that I would draw is like dragons and a lot of fantasy. Like dragons and things like that, a bunch of fantasy. And more recently, in like the latest like couple of years, is when I got into like the little anime hiatus, and I started drawing a lot of anime. So yeah, I was very into anime and things like that. Well, I am still very into anime, and it's kind of like the style that I got into. That was more recently, and now I'm like in a like kind of like more Western style of like kind of like old cartoons, kind of like let's say like Powerpuff Girls and things like that kind of era, like Western cartoons. Yeah, and it's kind of like been the same kind of like that kind of path that I took for music too. So yeah, it's kind of the same path I took for music as well. How I come from Mexican heritage, and I would, yeah. Oh my God, I never threw that hard. I threw so hard. I come from Mexican heritage, so I would listen to a bunch of Latino music, things like that. My mom sings. She used to be in little groups, and she would sing all the time. Sadly, she never did it as a career, but music was always a big part of my family. And that's kind of where my drawing to music came in. There would constantly be music playing. I'd always be listening to music as well. And now more recently, I actually started writing music. And also another part of the music thing is I got into beatboxing. And that's a rabbit hole that never went away. I got into beatboxing when I was, oh my God, when I was 9. And that's something that never went away. I've been beatboxing for many, many years now, and it's some passion that never went away. And that's kind of my main passion of music. That kind of how I went and kind of configured my brain with music. It's kind of just beatboxing, things like that. It was a very big passion of mine. It never went away. It was super fun, and I still enjoy doing it till nowadays. No, it's up to date, and it's kind of something that I doubt will ever go away anytime soon. So yeah, I doubt that my passion for music will die anytime soon, and I hope that later in the future I am able to upload music, and that's kind of something that I hope to do later with this too. I do have something where I don't know if you noticed my username on Roblox, but I do enjoy doing production stuff. So I'm hoping to do a bunch of production stuff. I'm learning how to use music software, and I'm also learning how to sing properly, and so that's kind of like how this whole thing is going. So yeah. I'm hoping that later in the future I'm able to actually do music as something I can just do for fun. I'm still young. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and it's kind of like, so it's kind of like an offset thing that I hope to be able to do one day. So yeah, I just hope that later I'm able to do things I actually love, such as animation and music, and I hope to later be able to animate my own little series, maybe even do a little comic or something. So So yeah, I just that's just kind of a little small passion of mine, two small passions of mine, and um, with that I kind of like also fell into like the love for Japan, because Japan um, was a big inspiration for me, because Japan has such a unique way of doing things, especially with music and art and all of that. And I started fantasizing about the things I could learn. I also started learning Japanese. I'm not the best at Japanese. I'm very in and out of learning, but it's also a little thing that I love doing. And I hope that with me talking, doing these little random Yap sessions, I am able to state my progress. Right now, I'm able to do a self introduction. I'm able to introduce myself, say my name, and say good morning, or say how are you doing. And I hope that more later in the future, I am able to actually to speak and have a proper conversation with someone. So yeah. So yeah. I haven't won a single game, but I'm playing for the fun. I'm not playing to be competitive or anything. Oh, I won that. Okay. But yeah, I'm learning Japanese. I'm learning another language. Kind of fun. And and I always wanted to do little recordings like this for like YouTube and things like that. But I never got around to doing it. Kind of not just because of lazy, but it's like because like I've been told that it's like, oh, it's not gonna feed you or anything. But I don't want to do it because it's gonna make me money. I want to do it for the love of actually doing it. And I want to be fed by passion, and that's what I hope to be able to do later in the future. So yeah, and that's kind of who I am. I'm just a passionate, drawn person, and I hope that that passion can take me somewhere. I should probably quit doing the same thing over and over again. So yeah, I just hope that my passions are able to inspire others someday, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do in my future. Make my future about my passions. How did I accidentally put a point? I put a thingy. I forgot what it's called already. But yeah, that's me. That's me as a person. I miss every shot. I'm so good at this video game. Yeah, I'm so good at this video game. Look at me. But yeah, that's who I am. I'm hoping to somehow also make this better for me to have casual conversations. This is gonna help me, because I'm very bad at conversations. Very, very bad. Well, at least with like other people my age. I'm very bad at talking about myself, because I would feel like I'm being very egotistical and only focusing on myself. So I'm hoping that with this I'm able to talk about my interests without annoying people. I know this is probably very annoying because I'm like stuttering, but that's the point of a raw recording, you know? So you get that raw, authentic feel. I hate that they did that. Oh, that was kind of smart too. But yeah, it's gonna be a first of many yellow Yap sessions. It's gonna be a very raw recording, and I'm hoping to keep these Yap sessions as raw recordings. So yeah, I hope to keep these Yap sessions as raw recordings. I didn't win a single game because I suck at this game, but yeah. And this will conclude for the first episode of me just yapping. This guy was really good, but yeah, this is just me. So yeah, thank you for your time if anyone watches. So yeah, bye.